Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chi and today I'll be going over my 2020 minimalistic bullet journal setup. The journal I'll be using today is the Dingbats Wildlife A5 dotted notebook in the color Brown Bear. This journal is 100% vegan and is made of eco-friendly paper. I'll leave a link in the description below of where you can find it if you're interested. This journal has a really cute bear paw print pattern in the front and back pages of the notebook, and to the left of the back I just have a 12-month year-to-glance calendar for future reference, and on the right I have a motivational picture that says, "Behind every successful person, there's a lot of unsuccessful years." Right under that I have my bullet journal key where tasks are indicated by circles. If it's already been started, a line will go through the circle. If it's halfway done, it will be halfway filled, and completed tasks are indicated by completely filled circles. If a task has been migrated, there will be an arrow through the circle, and if it's been cancelled, it will be completely crossed out. I also use triangles for events and exclamation points to indicate things that are priority. I also have a color coordination system which I use more to indicate specific things in my calendar spreads. In the little pocket at the back, I currently have cutouts of Instagram and Pinterest pictures that inspire me from my 2020 vision board. I kept the front of the planner really plain and only wrote my name in the box provided. For this planner, I just kept the first page completely blank, and then on the next page, I created an index since this planner doesn't come with one already. On the next page, I just have a simple 2020 block letter title with small botanical doodles on either side. After this, I have my future log, which I've set up as 4-month 2-page spreads. I've tried other future log setups before, like with a small calendar and a place to list events underneath each month, but I think this setup works best for me since I'm a visual person and prefer to see my events and deadlines on a calendar rather than listed out. In addition, my school year is broken down into 4-month semesters, so I can easily visualize all my deadlines and due dates for each semester in each simple 2-page spread. After that, I've reserved a 2-page spread for my future 2020 vision board, which I plan to fill out soon with the clippings I have in the back pocket of the journal. I wanted to start out the year 2020 with intention and purpose, so I reserved a 2-page spread for 2019 reflections and what I want to achieve in 2020. So first I have the 2019 reflection section with 4 different prompts, which are my favorite moments from 2019, what worked in this year, what didn't work, and what do I want to change. And then underneath, I just have a little notes section, which I included a list of 10 habits I want to implement in 2020. Then for the 2020 side, I wanted to reflect on what I wanted my life to look like in 2020 and who I wanted to be in this coming year. Usually I set arbitrary goals with no defined intentions behind them, but this year I decided to do something different. I decided to do a hybrid of both Eileen from Lavendaires and Erin May Henry's goal-setting methods. So I started out with what my dream life looks like, and then I treated what would be typically set as goals as possible tactics to work towards the life and personal qualities that I wanted for myself. Right after that, I have my business goals, which are 2-page spreads for each of my current and future businesses. And then for each spread, I have a section where I list to-dos for the business. Then I have my Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 goals and how I can achieve them underneath. And then a blank full page on the right for brainstorming for each business. The next section is my personal finances, and here I have a visual representation of my debts on the left, where each debt is a long column with the total amount listed at the top, and each square in the column represents a certain number. On the right, I have my savings goals, which I've split into short-term and long-term goals, and these are also represented by long columns. Next, we have a listed overview of my debts on the left and saving goals on the right. And here I just wrote out the total amounts, monthly amounts, time frame to pay off or save up for that amount, as well as an alternate quicker time frame and the monthly amounts needed to meet that alternate time. On the next page, I have a list to track all of my bill and subscription payment deadlines and minimum payment amounts for each. Then I have a spread of my routines. I have my morning routines and night routines on the left, and I made them more flexible for days I sleep in and stay out late. And to the right, I have my home cleaning routines split into tasks by how often they need to be done. I have them categorized into daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and then seasonal tasks. Next is a spread of all the books, movies, TV shows, and podcasts I want to check out this year. After that, I have my spring 2020 school semester spreads, which I will be going over in a future video on how to prepare for a new school term. After that, I move on to my monthly spreads. For January, I've set up a simple calendar, and to the right, I have an adapted Alistair method task list for the month. On the next pages, I have a monthly habit tracker with rows for daily habits like making my bed, exercising, drinking apple cider vinegar, and doing daily devotions. To the right, I have my meal prep and groceries planner, where I've set out bases to plan my week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5 meals for that month. And I wanted to do this so that I can minimize my food waste and also try and stay on budget for groceries. I then move on to my weekly spreads, starting off with an Alistair method weekly task list and rolling week. I'll link a video in the description below that best describes this method from the Plant-Based Bride if you're interested and want to learn more. So that's my 2020 minimalistic bullet journal setup. Please let me know in the comments what you thought below of my first ever video on YouTube and which planner spread was your personal favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of when I upload next. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a happy and productive new year.